On Tuesday mornings, we talk to our neighbors in business, and the segment is made possible by our friends at Northstar Bank. And this morning, joining us, one of the partners at Grange Kitchen and Bar, a great restaurant in Ann Arbor, located at 118 West Liberty Street. And in the studio with us is Liam Ayers. Liam, good morning. How are you?
I'm well, Martin. Thanks for having me here. I really appreciate it.
It's a great pleasure having you here. Tell us about your interest in being a partner and being the part owner of this great restaurant, Grange. How did this come about?
Well, Martin, actually, I've been in the food distribution business now for about 20 years, and happened to meet a great chef in the area in that sales job, Brandon Johns, and he and I became friends years ago, and we just began talking about our philosophies in food, what he wanted to do. Certainly believed in his idea of sourcing as much locally as possible, and got to get involved with actually the third partner, his brother-in-law, Rob, and the three of us kind of came together and decided that we really wanted to make this happen, that we really wanted to create a restaurant that was focused solely on sourcing local foods from Washtenaw and adjoining counties. And we were able to kind of make that happen through some luck and hard work almost 8 years ago this August.
And sourcing locally requires, I would imagine, a lot of planning and a lot of partnerships. Tell us more about that.
Chef Johns has really done an amazing job creating a network with local farmers, from folks that grow maybe just a few chickens and ducks to some larger scale operations that we're blessed to have in the county, that do larger scale vegetable production. But he's really partnered with these farms and these farmers, and allowed them to kind of tell him, hey, this is what we have coming on. He may ask, hey, I'd like to run this for a month, and it's a really nice partnership because they're able to provide him with exactly the products he wants, and we're able to provide them an outlet for these products, whether it's meat or produce items. So he's done a great job kind of managing that and driving that menu to be as seasonally and freshly grown as possible.
So can you give us a couple examples of what might perhaps be on the menu as we head into late May and early June, and
sure.
Maybe what might not be on the menu right now?
We've got, we're morels were few and far between this year, but we had some morels on the menu. Asparagus is popping all over the place. We're really starting to see some great asparagus out there. And what we do with things like that is it'll be on several different dishes, appetizers, sides, and we'll actually pickle it to kind of extend it and use it maybe in cocktails or garnish. We'll also start seeing some spring lamb. I know he was just butchering out some fresh lamb that he just received. So we've got that going on the menu now, right, as well. But some of the staples that we have, Chef Johns also is what we call a snout to tail chef. He really likes to produce from whole animals. So we don't want to waste anything. We bring in whole animals. He breaks them all down using every component that he can. So interestingly, one of the most popular items on our menu is what's called a fried pig's head.
I see this on the menu.
It's not what you'd think it is. It's actually, if you're familiar with head cheese, he takes the meat from the entire head of a pig, cooks it down in a wonderful court bouillon, rolls it, chills it, and then slices it into, I always like to best describe it, it looks like a little crab cake. It's pan-fried and served with a wonderful sauce. And lo and behold, something with that name has become one of the most popular items that we do. And it's a great example of using every bit of the animal effectively and deliciously.
We're talking to one of our neighbors in business on this Tuesday morning. The segment made possible by Northstar Bank. It's Liam Ayers, one of the partners, one of the co-owners of Grange Kitchen and Bar, 118 West Liberty Street. I see people can book the restaurant for private events. Yes?
Yeah, we do. We have, the whole restaurant is available. But we also have a second floor, which is kind of a cool, different feel. It's the bar in Grange Kitchen and Bar, and that's a great space for private parties of up to about 35. It offers a nice sort of getaway up there, but the whole restaurant's available for private parties as well.
And when are you generally open too? And you're open weekends?
We're open dinner. Weekdays from 5 to 10 Monday through Thursday, and then dining room's open till 11 on Friday and Saturday. But our bar up on the second floor, which actually has a separate, you can get both the dinner menu menu, and then we do have a bar menu with sort of more bar snacks. That's open as well, Monday through Saturday from 5 to 11 on Thursday, and then we're open till 1 or later on Friday and Saturday. And then we've got a hidden gem brunch Sundays from 10 to 3. So when we are on Open Table, always take reservations there. You can call into the restaurant or check us out online at just www.grangekitchenandbar, all one word.com.
grangekitchenandbar.com for info and reservations. A lot more. Full menu is on the website as well. Pleasure having you by here. Grange has been open now for how many years? This is a tough business, and you're doing really well.
Yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised every time I get asked this, but it's going to be 8 years in August. We're pretty excited about that. So
you must be doing something right. Obviously,
we definitely like to think so. So we're trying to give good food with a story behind it, and let people know where their food comes from. That's an important part of what we do for our diners.
I love it. Thank you for being here, Liam.
My pleasure. Thanks very much for having us. I really appreciate it.
You bet it. That's Liam Ayers, one of the partners at Grange Kitchen and Bar, 118 West Liberty Street. Our neighbors in business, brought to you by Northstar Bank on 107.1.